Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon, students. So this lesson is for first year back, and it will be about reflexive pronouns. But I think it's necessary to go through subject and object pronouns before this. So let's begin. I would love to start with this example. Mr. Bean is from England. Mr. Bean is a great popular comedian. And student, I just would like you to compare this example to this one. So here, Mr. Bean is from England. He is a great popular comedian. Now, which example sounds better? Which example is good? Is it this one? Mr. Bean is from England. He is a great popular comedian. Or this one, Mr. Bean is from England. Mr. Bean is a great popular comedian. That's nice. So this one is better because this example, or in this example, there is a repetition of Mr. Bean. And the repetition causes a redundancy in the sentence, makes the sentence sounds not good. So here we have he, we eliminate Mr. Bean and we replace it by he. And he is called or is named a pronoun. So a pronoun simply is a word which is used in a sentence to replace a noun or another pronoun to avoid the repetition. And there are many types of pronouns. In this slide, we're going to have a look at, or we're going to revise subject and object pronouns. So let's carry on. There are many other examples. We're going to go now to example number 2. Mr. Bean and Charlie Chaplin are from England. They are great popular comedians. Jamal had a big party yesterday, but he didn't invite me. These tourists are lost. We should help them. So the pronouns are he, they, me, and them. I just would love you to show me where are subject pronouns, where are object pronouns. Do you know which one of them are subject pronoun, which one of them are object pronouns? Very good. He and they are subject pronouns because they come at the place, because they are subject actually, and they come at the beginning of the sentence and they are followed by verb. However, object pronouns, they come at the end of the sentence, they come after the verbs, and they are objects. So subject pronoun is a subject, object pronoun is an object. Subject pronoun comes at the beginning of the sentence, object pronouns come at the end of the object. This chart clarifies or presents more or extra subject pronouns and object pronouns. I'm sure you did this last year, and just you have this for review. And now let's move to the main part of this lesson, which is reflexive pronouns. And I'd like to begin with the first example. I never go to a hairdresser's because I like to cut my hair myself. So the boy says, or anybody, who cuts my hair? Who cuts my hair? Nobody does. I cut my hair myself. I do this action by myself. I don't give my hair to anybody, to any person. Rather than that, I cut my hair myself. The other example, you shouldn't ask anybody to do your homework for you. You should do it yourself. For example, your brother comes and asks you to do his homework for him. You know that if you do the homework for him, he will not learn anything, and you want him to have enough practice of his exercises and his lessons. So you say, oh brother, you shouldn't ask anybody to do your homework for you. You should do it yourself. Do the exercise yourself. Don't ask other people to do it for you. I can help you. I can provide some hints, but I can't do it for you. After all, you have to do the exercise yourself. The other example, my father builds the house himself. Who builds the house? Who builds the house? My father does. My father builds the house himself. My father doesn't invite John or Toby or Sam or anybody. Rather than that, he builds the house himself. The other example, this lady often talks to herself. Come on, people, sometimes you can do that. Usually, we talk to other people. I talk to John, to Marie, I talk to Sam, I talk to Charlie. But sometimes also we can talk to ourselves. So here we say, this old lady often talks to herself. The other example, the octopus stuck itself on a woman's face. Next, we need to do the cleaning ourselves. Last example, it's not our mistake, they have to blame themselves. So for example, a group of people make a mistake, and then with us make mistakes against us, and then we say we're not responsible for their mistakes. They have to blame themselves for that mistake. Now, students, let's stop for a moment here and come. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself. These reflexive pronouns are used in a singular form. Singular form, so we say self, myself, herself, itself, singular. Myself reflects to I. Okay, I is singular form. Then yourself reflect to you, and you is a singular form. Myself reflect to my himself reflects to my father. Herself reflect to the old lady. Itself reflect to the octopus. Itself is related to animals or objects. Himself, yourself, myself, and herself reflects to people. Ourselves reflect to we. Themselves reflects to they. So here singular form myself, plural form ourselves, themselves, yourselves, plural, singular, plural, singular. And another point I'd just like to say here is that my father is the subject, himself is the object. But the subject and the object is the same person. The subject my father, the object my father. So we use himself, or we use reflective pronouns when the subject and the object is the same person. We can't say here, for example, They build the house himself. We can't say that because the subject is they and then the object himself. It's not the same person. This example, the octopus subject itself is object. The subject and the object is the same thing, the same animal. So, reflexive pronouns are used when the subject and the object are the same person or the same object or the same thing. Now, I just would like to present a chart of reflexive pronouns and subject pronouns. So, I changes to myself, you, yourself, he, himself. For he, so we can say he or can say John. John makes the coffee himself. Maria, for example, Maria, here we can say she, herself, or Maria kills herself. It, itself, we, ourselves, you, yourselves, they, themselves, etc. Now let's move to practice. Activity number 1, choose the correct answer. Sentence number 1, look at the dog. It's really enjoying, is it herself, themselves, or itself? It's really enjoying. Try to pause the video and take some time to think. So itself, it reflects to the dog. Okay, itself, it really enjoying itself, or it's really enjoying itself. Number 2, don't make me a cup of coffee. I will make it herself, itself, myself. Very good. I will make it myself. Myself reflect to I. He is good at music. He wrote this song. Myself, himself, herself. Very good. He wrote this song himself. Himself reflect to he. Number 4, the film was not interesting, but the music was. The film, myself, itself, herself. What do you think? The film itself. The film is something, it's not a person. Then part 2, fill in the blank or fill in the blanks with myself, yourself, herself, themselves, itself, ourselves. Do you need any help with your homework? It's okay, thanks, I do it myself. Very good, I do it myself. Did your mother prepare your breakfast for you? No, she didn't. We prepare it. We prepare it ourselves. Very good. 3, she fell off her bike. Did she hurt? She hurt. Okay, what do you think? Herself. Very good. The boys enjoyed, what do you think? At the party. Why at the end of the word? Sorry, I forgot. So, the boy enjoyed themselves. The boy enjoyed themselves at the party. Very nice. Does your computer turn off automatically? Your computer turn. Very nice. Itself automatically. Thank you for watching.